Mobile police are cracking down on crime. Today, officers raided what they're calling a drug nuisance.
Officers say they found the synthetic poison known as spice and cocaine. Fox 10 News was on the scene when Mobile police raided, evicted, and boarded up the home. Candace Murphy was there when the raid happened. She joins us now in the studio. Candace, why did police raid this home in particular?
Well, Bob and Lenise, police say they've responded to the home for shots fired. And in the past week, undercover officers bought drugs from the home on Partridge Street. Police say they're fighting a war on drugs in our community, and this is one step in the right direction to getting the dealers out of our neighborhoods. With guns drawn and in formation, the SWAT team forced entry into this home on Partridge Street off Michigan Avenue. Officers say the resident, Carolyn James, was selling cocaine and marijuana. She was also in possession of spice synthetic poison.
Who are you selling to?
Police say this is one home out of 92 in our community where they've served search warrants for drug activity.
This house has been on the radar for years, but it has really come under close scrutiny because of the back-to-back warrants. And I will tell you that a lot of the information we're receiving come from the area residents that live in this community that are trying to get this type of activity out of their neighborhood.
Chief James Barber says the raid is part of hotspot policing and fighting the war on drugs. He says the best way to stop the problem is to lock up the dealers.
10% of our locations account for up to 80% of our calls and our crime. This is a good example of one. It's one residence that we have been at 3 times, and we've also responded to shots fired here as well on 2 different occasions.
This restraining order states this property is now the Mobile Police Department's, and Chief Barber says he fully intends to keep the residents out of the home.
She's not homeless. We've given her a place to stay, at least for now.
Police say the owner of the home, Edward James, lives next door and was given legal notice he will soon be facing a lawsuit for allowing the illegal activity to continue.
We respect our person's right to private property, but the problem is that this particular house has become a drug nuisance to the entire neighborhood. And so enough is enough.
Police say this is just the beginning of taking back our streets, and Chief Barber says he's prepared to take legal action to shut drug houses down.
That's right. Now, this is the police complaint filed against the homeowner, Edward James, notifying him a lawsuit will be served against him 20 days from today. Right now, police have temporary possession of the home. Officers will go before a judge next Wednesday to present evidence the house is a drug nuisance. And if an agreement isn't reached with the homeowner, the house could be sold, awarded to the police department or the city of Mobile.